What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for popping in. Today's going to be an adventure, and it's going to be a little bit, it's going to be fun. At least I hope it's fun. We're going to have a look back at my first rig. But the idea first came to me after, of course, seeing some of the bigger guitar YouTubers doing this. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I dig that idea. And then I sat on it, and then I realized, wait a minute, I have that. I have that. Let's do that. Let's make that a thing. So here we are with my original rig. Honestly, the only thing still original to my childhood is this strap. I did purchase this brand new back in 86 or 87. And it did go on my Kramer Striker 600 ST. That's what this is. And that is not my original, but a Gorilla GG20. This technically isn't my first rig, just for transparency. I had one of these amps and I had an Aria 335 copy that was a piece of garbage. And my dad bought it dirt cheap just to see if I would do it. And probably bought this amp dirt cheap for the same reason. And saw that regardless of me struggling to play that one broken ass instrument, he said, alright, he's serious, and he went out and bought me a Kramer Striker 600 ST in black, just like this sexy beast right here. Another thing to disclose, I still have not played with the electronics. So instead of the humbucker being off, on, and split, it's on, split, and then it's in humbucker mode, but a little weaker. So I think when we do the single coil sounds, I'm just going to leave it in split mode, because I have no choice but to introduce them into the circuit. It doesn't matter. This is just for fun. Let's turn the amp on. I don't even have any of the volumes checked yet. Thank God I have it down. So, there's three knobs. There's the tube stack, which is your distortion, which is off. And it's actually a click knob. You have to click it on. Your volume, and then an EQ. Typical thing. If you go to like 10 o'clock or so, it starts getting darker. If you go towards 2 o'clock, it starts getting brighter. Almost seems like it adds a little bit of a mid boost, if I remember correctly. So we're going to start with clean tones. I have the full power humbucker on. I'm just gonna call it that. Oh, keep in mind I also have scalloped frets, so I might press down a little too hard and pull things out of tune. But I did tune it up before we started playing. Alright, so the volume is at about a third of the way up. Full humbucker mode. Alright, let's split that bad Larry. That actually sounds pretty useful. Let me turn it up a little bit. Turn the volume on my guitar down a little, just to kind of mellow it. Very farty. Wait till we hit the tube stack switch. Alright, I'm going to leave it in split. Let's introduce the middle pickup, see what that sounds like. Now, I'm not going to lie, none of these sounds are bringing back any memories. And a lot of that might have to do with, I would just crank it back then and not care about tone. It was all about just making noise and being angry. Alright, I'm going to get rid of the middle, open the neck. Again, the bridge single coil, or the split bridge is still in the circuit. Alright, let's do bridge, middle, and neck. I actually kind of like that, actually. Let's introduce the tube stack. Let me turn the volume down because I remember this gets pretty ugly real quick. I'm going to put it at 12 o'clock, about halfway. I'm on full humbucker only mode, volume at 10. Oh yeah. Let's split the humbucker. I'm not staying on this channel for long. Holy hell. Now, I have it in split mode for the humbucker. I just turned down the volume just a little bit on the guitar. That sounds like some cheap import crap. Alright, so leaving it in split mode, I'm introducing the middle. Volume on the guitar is back to 10. Alright, getting rid of the middle, adding the neck. Yeah, something like that. I play with my tone knob on the guitar, but it doesn't have one. So, all right, let's go balls to the wall with the tone. I mean, with the tube. Ooh, and I'm in humbucker mode. Bringing in the neck pickup so I can do the mad solos. No, I don't even want to play with that. That's gross. All right, I can live with that. All right, so where I have the knobs now is the tube stack is about 11 o'clock. The volume is about, a quarter of the way up. And the EQ is at about 10 o'clock. More on the bassier side of things. My volume is all the way up. Right now I have the neck and unfortunately the bridge split. I'd really like to hear what these two single coils sound like together. Alright. Let's try another guitar with this amp. You know what, honestly? It might be that pickup, that humbucker, and that guitar. I just absolutely hate it, and it sounds bad through everything. Sounds fine with this. I mean, it sounds like a little speaker. It sounds like a little GG20. I wonder if there's just something really wrong with that pickup, or because of the way it's wired. It's all funky. I'm gonna have to research that and maybe rewire it into the switch. I know the switch has been replaced. Now I'm in the middle position of humbucker and single coil. Oh, we got the other Kramer out. Neck pickup. That's farty as flop. Alright, let's go into some clean tones. I bet you this will sound nice. I'm going to leave it on the neck pickup. Ooh, that sounds nice. Middle again. Volume just down a little bit, just in between 10 and 9 on the guitar. Back to the bridge. Tone's still engaged. Oh, that did big fail. I was supposed to go. Well, there you go. There it is in bridge mode. It's rattling the floor, but either way, there you go. There's my first rig plus a bonus guitar demo. The Gorilla GG20 mixed with the Kramer 600 ST, and it sounds like shit. It sounds like doggy poo-poos, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about where you come from. And Ricky Rackman used to say, keep one fist on the gold and one foot in the gutter. And basically saying, while you're being successful, remember where you came from. And I'm not successful by any stretch of anyone's imagination. But I've come a lot further than the GG20 and a Kramer 600 ST. Maybe I haven't. They're still in my life. But I still have that. And I have stuff like this. So what's next? And the PV Envoy 110 would be the next amp. That would be 3 months later. Just about. Maybe 5-6 months later. On my birthday in March, my dad bought me my first PV. And that guitar amp, I believe, sounded pretty good. I didn't need a pedal. This one I used a pedal for. And now I remember why. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I'm not, like, conventional with any of these videos at all. I genuinely appreciate the fact that any of you folks who will even watch it. And I just got another bump in subscriptions. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button. I would really appreciate getting to 1,000. That would be awesome. And maybe we'll do some kind of a giveaway. But until then, I have another big surprise coming for you guys. Let's just put it this way. It's the real reason why we call guitars axes. Guys, wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. And until next time, take care. Creep it real. I was going to play a ditty, but I just turned the amp off. And bye-bye.